A new kind of change is taking root, where communities define their own future. This is not charity, rather, an infrastructure of trust. A system where local ideas lead and dignity shapes the design. Brick by brick, enterprise by enterprise. This is agency. This is Safari Strives.
What if I told you that not all charity is good, and that even those with the best intentions can sometimes keep people stuck? My name is Eli Mani, and I grew up here in Rwanda. I was raised by a community that had nothing but gave everything. And after years of studying poverty, conflict, and development from the hills of Gisenyi to the halls of Washington, D.C., I have come to one and only one conclusion. You cannot donate people out of poverty, but you can create systems with them. You can invest in their ideas, and most importantly, you can trust them. And that is what Safari Strives is all about. Ownership, dignity, enterprise. And this year we've taken our boldest step yet, and we want to show you how. Ashraf, please take it from here.
Thank you so much, Eli. Before we get into this year's project, let's keep you up to task with what you've been doing here in Rwanda. Basically, we have been building businesses. 2 are already running, the Safari Chicken Initiative and the Permaculture Farm. The question is, what do we do with our profits? First, we invest the profits back into the business so that we can scale it. And number 2, we use the profits to invest in our community programs, namely the zero-interest loans, where we give loans to promising women in the community. Number 2, Women's Sanitation Initiative. Number 3, meals for vulnerable children. And finally, medical support for the community members. For example, last year the chicken farm earned over $10,000 in profit, and we used it to fund these programs and grow the system. Now, this is very, very practical and all connected. Now join me as we give you a tour of this. Our success began last year with the launch of Safari Chicken Farm, which has been a huge success story. Currently, as you can see, we are undertaking renovations. This means more room for chicken, more eggs, and more funds for the social enterprise ecosystem. After our training last year in Mwanza on permaculture design, Eli and I came back, designed this farm, which is now being used as a training center on how to maximize yield by farmers. Together, these initiatives provide employment and a sense of ownership as the community itself cares for this initiative. As Eli said, this year we are going bigger and better, introducing the Safari Textile Hub, a rent-free tailoring space equipped with cutting-edge technology. In line with our values, we first focus on dignity. We realize that many tailors in Gisenyi region rent tiny, unsafe, and sanitary bathrooms, which hits women the hardest. Therefore, we built bathrooms and incorporated them as part of the workspace. Please join Nabrize as she explains more of this.
Thank you, Ashraf. I came in here with a goal to make this a place where women can grow. Therefore, the first step we took was finalizing the bathroom renovations. However, after carefully reviewing its current state, it was deemed best to rebuild it from ground up. We've built new toilets, showers, and wash areas. For most of women here, this was their first time they worked in a clean, defined environment. We then hosted a workshop themed practical networking and communication for 50 women. It focused on how to introduce yourself, hold a conversation, and speak with clarity in a group setting. This workshop focused on building the women's capacity in communication and networking skills, such as holding formal and semi-formal business conversations. They worked on personal elevator pitches, short, direct statements about who they are and what they want. We also practiced nonverbal communication, posture, tone, eye contact, things that often speak louder than words. As you can see, the sessions were led by myself, Eli, and Ashraf. The setup was interactive with group work, live examples, and real-time feedback. You could see the shift. At first, some hesitated to speak, but no longer after, They were the ones leading the room. You could see they were taking it seriously. Some even asked when the next session could be.
Hi, I'm Emmanuel Jakum. Let me give you a quick tour of our hub. I handle the technical and training setup for this hub, and as you can see, we started with these donated traditional sewing machines. We just ordered some electrical machines to increase our productivity and improve the quality of what we produce. We also introduced digital print, laser engraving, sublimation heat pressing, and basic computer skills.
Many of the young women here weren't used to working with computers or machines like these. Now they can take customer orders, upload designs, and manage costs all by themselves. We are producing consistent quality, and we are getting ready to sell through regional partnerships and online stores. Our market tour showed that few have the machines like ours, but yet the demand for our products is high.
It's not about turning everyone into an expert. It's about removing limits. We have already secured our first contract to print over 50 shirts for a local nursery school. That is how we scale.
Murakoze, nitwa Mbabazi Anje. Twize hano ibyo kudoda, tudoda imyenda myiza y'ingeri zose barahisanga. Twize imashine zo kudezayina ku myenda, izo kudezayina ku birahuri no ku byuma. Mwadugana tukabafasha, turabikora neza cyane, serivisi zacu ni nziza.
Murakoze, amazina yanjye nitwa Nyonizeyimana Immaculée, dumwe mu banyeshuri barangije uyu mwaka. Muri iki gihe kugira ngo umunyeshuri arangize kubona akazi biragoye, ariko nabashije kugirirwa amahirwe yo kwiga ibintu bitandukanye bijyanye n'amamashine. So ni iby'agaciro cyane, ndashimira abantu bamfashije kugira ngo mbyige. Hari ibyo maze kwiyungura ubu ngubu nanjye ubwanjye mbona birenze. Dushijeho no kugirirwa amahirwe kugira ngo mbone akazi. Ubu ngubu ndabashimira cyane, murakoze.
Murakoze, nitwa Tumukunde Creme, ndi umunyeshuri. Tumaze iminsi mu mahugurwa yo uburyo ki twakomunikana n'abandi bantu, body language, elevator pitch. Mu by'ukuri hari ibintu twabonaga ko bidafitiye akamaro, ariko twasanze ari byo bidufitiye akamaro mu buzima bwacu. Mwarakoze kudutera inkunga mu bumenyi.
During my internship at Washington, D.C., I've had a chance to learn from Dr. Anne Bradley. She's a professor at the Institute of World Politics, a visiting professor at Georgetown University, an academic director at Funds for American Studies, and formerly worked as an economist at the CIA. Dr. Bradley taught me that economic freedom is about incentives, structure, and trust in local people. So I've shown that what we've been building, and here's our take.
Economic growth requires institutions that recognize people have dignity, that people are equal, and that work is the only way to lift people permanently out of poverty. I'm so thrilled about Safari Strive, and all of these local ventures reinvest the profits in the community, including giving medical care, giving food, and giving zero interest loans to people who need it. This is the way we promote entrepreneurship that lifts people and countries permanently out of poverty. I am so thrilled to hear what Safari Strives is doing. I'm so glad that I got to know Ellie Imani, and I know that this will make a big difference in Rwanda and beyond.
The ribbons have been cut, the machines are running, the bathrooms are open. The women here are managing the spaces themselves. Orders are coming in and their skills are growing. Before I conclude, I'd like to give a heartfelt gratitude to the church official who came during the courses and inspired many of the young women here. To Caroline and the Safari Strives team, to North Central College, to Church of the Brethren, to many more, and most importantly, the community members in Rwanda, you have made this possible. And we'd like to invite you, for those who haven't, for next year's project. Thank you very much, and as we say in Kinyarwanda, murakoze, murakoze cyane.
Safa pelisizo simnyama iwasafa isizo saba kamula molo haninko kalize wemaye wemolo safa pelisizo simnyama iwasafa isizo saba kamula molo haninko kalize when my young kala, pasa pasa, isizwe simnyama iwasafa alamulaka eninkokhelize wemale wemodo